You scare me. Ladies and gentlemen, we are so thankful that everybody has come together with us on this first installment of Midnight Motivation. We're going to get right to it. We have four dynamic speakers. Well, I'm just the closer, but we have three dynamic speakers that are going to present to us 15 minutes apiece. And I determined that we wanted to have a platform where speakers who love to speak and who are called to speak and are passionate about speaking, we give them a platform to do that. So we're going to do this once a month, the last Friday of every month. I present to you our first motivator for the night at midnight, none other than Miss Tish Bell. Welcome, Tish.
Hello, King, CL King. I'm so excited to be with you on tonight. Yes, it is midnight on the East Coast, 9 p.m. over in California, and we are lit. So thank you to everybody that's joining us and just watching us tonight, getting your motivation. Well, I'm excited because in just 2 days, we are entering into a new month. We're coming into the month of August, and I believe it's going to be absolutely phenomenal for your businesses and for your families. Great things are going to take off. And to really pivot August, to make sure that this is one of your most exciting and accelerating months, I want to leave you with this message right here. Own your genius. There is something that is so magnificent and so unique about you, about your life, about your character, about your integrity that nobody else has. People are constantly looking for ways to make more money. But when you step into the power of being you, when you own what is unique about you, when you start to accept your brilliance and move in the flow from your brilliance, miracles begin to happen. Prosperity begins to happen. Great things begin to happen because there's so much power on the inside of you. What is your gift? What's your special gift? Why are you here? Why were you born for such a time as this? People are seeking, what's my purpose? Well, you know what your purpose is? Owning your zone of genius. Owning the miraculous part of you that makes you so special. God created you in his image. He created you with worth and value. He created you with so much wealth, so much increase, so much intelligence. And guess what? We have got to get out of our own way. We've got to step out of our way and step into who we truly are. Erase and get rid of the self-doubt. Some of you are listening tonight. You're like, why am I on this motivational call at midnight? I could be turning up somewhere or I could be asleep. You woke up because the genius part of you wanted to hear some information that would impact them. The genius part of you wanted to step into a higher level of purpose, that calling on the inside of you that you keep saying, oh no, not now. It's not time yet. The time is now. We need your gifts. We need you more than ever because what you have to offer is not only life-changing, but it is generational shifting. The information, who you are, it helps mothers, it helps fathers, it helps families. So when you are you, and you are being fully you, and you are operating in your zone of genius, miracles take place. So I want to encourage you tonight. Guess what? You are not stuck. You might feel like you're stuck in a place. You might feel like things aren't moving the way you think they ought to move. But I want to encourage you tonight that you have everything on the inside of you to take your life to new heights, to take others to new heights. The business that's on the inside of you is waiting for you to unlock your zone of genius. I mean, look at all the people on this call, the people that are streaming on Facebook Live. It's an awakening of genius ability coming to the forefront. I want to challenge you in the month of August to just get out of your way, to make a decision. That's it. One simple decision that I am owning my genius. I am moving in my flow of genius. If you are a speaker, speak. If you are a business coach, coach. If you are a mentor, mentor people. If you are a teacher, teach. If you're a nurse, nurse. Operate from that place. And if you're not clear about what your zone of genius is, Ask God, show me and reveal to me. Sometimes it's so easy and it comes so natural to us that we overlook it. We're looking for things to be complicated. We're looking for things to be hard. We're looking for things to take a long time. But it's something that you do so easy. It's an element that make you stand out from everybody else. It's that catapulting power that pushes you to the top. You are the catalyst that makes things work. When you get into the mix of something, when your genius gets into the mix of something, miracles begin to take place. So often what we're seeking is already on the inside of us. It's about saying yes to your life, saying yes to your desires, saying yes to your destiny, saying yes to great things happening in your life. Are you willing to say yes? Are you willing to say yes to my new life? Yes to my destiny. Come on, let me type in the comments. I am saying yes to my zone of genius. I'm moving into my next level unapologetically. I'm owning the greatness of who I am. Yet, you know what? In the past, we've allowed people to belittle us and to discredit us. We've even discredited ourselves. We told ourselves, well, maybe we weren't good enough. Maybe they didn't like us. We fed ourselves those lies, and we start to believe that we were not as valuable or as strong or as smart as somebody else. We started to believe that we did not measure up. Lies, lies, lies. Listen, not only are you measuring up, but you are overflow. You are more than enough. When you unlock the genius on the inside of you, it's like an atomic bomb going off. The great things that you would be able to accomplish with ease and with joy, the things that are going to come from you. So say yes to your desires. Say yes to your destiny. Say yes to a brand new life. Say yes to starting over again. Give yourself the second chance that you're giving everybody else. Give yourself, we give other people grace and we're so quick to forgive, but then in our minds, we're holding ourselves hostage and we're saying in our minds, I can't do this. I don't know if it's going to work. Well, why don't we flip that script? Let's flip the script there and begin to talk ourselves into it. Let ourselves know, listen, girl, brother, you can do this. And not only will you do it, you will do it well. Not only will you do it well, you will outshine your competitors. You will outshine people. It's time to let that light shine. Because when you're stepping in your genius power, there is an illumination that comes over you. There's a light. It's that glory that comes over your life, and you begin to shine so bright in dark places. And that's what we need from you. That's what this world is desperately seeking. Is seeking for you to step into your power. Is seeking for you to own your greatness and to move in that flow. And guess what? When you begin to operate from that flow, when you begin to allow your genius to flow out of you like a well of water, other people get life. They feel that life from you. They become energized. They become alive. And we are in a crucial time in our world and in our system where we need life givers. We need people that are owning who they are, that's not walking around here in fear, afraid of what's going to happen, afraid of what's happening on the news, but we've decided to be the difference maker. Against all odds, we decided to be the change maker. Against all odds, we decided to say yes. We decided to say yes to new levels and no to the status quo. We decided to say no to being average, no to being common, no to accepting things the way that they are. We have the power to create. As we come together and we merge, as we bring a convergence of genius together, we have the power to do so many miraculous things. We have the power to be the change in the world, as Gandhi says, that we want to see. Because when you start operating from your flow of genius, you become the catalyst. You become the fire and the smoke. You become the storm and the rain. You become exactly what the world has been praying for. You become the answer prayer. You are, you and your zone of genius is exactly what someone's been praying for. And you know what, sister and brother, you don't have to do it like everybody else. We're not here to do it like everybody else. We are here to be unique. We are here to work in the lane that God has given us. We're here to master, and we are here to dominate in the place where we're supposed to dominate. So get in your zone. Get in your zone of genius. Get in your zone of intelligence. Get in your zone of wisdom and just let it shine. Let it shine so bright. Make a decision that the month of August, I'm going to shine as bright as I can, because as I become this light, I'm helping others that are in dark places. When you show up with your radiant smile and your zone of genius and you're happy about what you're doing, when you show up in the place, transformation takes place. Just your presence being there, because of everything that you're carrying, the strength and the confidence and the courage that you're carrying, you are bringing about a change in the atmosphere. So listen, what are we not going to do? We're not going to talk ourselves down. We're not going to listen to the inner critic and let the inner critic win. We're going to shut down that inner critic on the inside of us, and we're going to activate that inner winner. That's right. The woman who always wins, the man who always wins against all odds. When the challenges and the setbacks, they are real and they do happen. But guess what? It's not happening to me, it's happening for me, because it's sharpening me. It's sharpening my discernment. It's sharpening my zone of genius. I've got to have a little friction in my life, whether I want it or not, to sharpen my skills, to give me that cutting edge, to give me the advantage. And when I dig into what's sharpening me and what's challenging me, and I begin to see how my genius is being activated and how I'm being pruned for something greater, and that things that need to be shedded off of me are being released, and things that I need to learn to go to my next level, they're being revealed. When I understand the process, that there are ebbs and flows in life, I don't run from the challenges, but I embrace them head on. I don't have to run from the mountain. I can run through it head on. I don't have to hide from disappointment. I can face it head on. I don't have to stay in bed for 7 days and wonder, why is this happening to me? I can say, God, I thank you that it's happening for me, because you are bringing something out of me. You're developing my genius. You're making me strong for something greater that I cannot see. Obviously, I had to endure this so that I could testify of the victory, that I could testify that I could make it through this. And if I can make it, you can make it. Your perseverance is a part of your cutting edge power and anointing and ability. It's your ability to persevere. Even when your zone of genius is being attacked, you're able to persevere. Even when you feel like you're not worthy, you're able to persevere, because you understand that God makes no mistakes. That when he's placed on the inside of you, it's valuable, it's worthy, it deserves to be seen. People want it. They want to celebrate with you. They want to be in your presence, and they want you to release your zone of genius. So I ask you, as we come into the month of August, do I have a yes, girl? I'm going to release my genius. Can I get an amen from the choir that I'm going to release my genius, that today is my last day of playing small? But today, this morning at midnight, the turning of a brand new day, I am stepping into my zone of genius unapologetically. Here I am. Hear me shine. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, Dr. King, for allowing me to set it off on tonight at midnight.
Yes, you got to eat your breakfast if you're going to roll with Tish Bell. That was very, very powerful, Tish. We really appreciate you and your words of encouragement. You can find Tish everywhere on social media. Do you have a specific place you want people to find you, Tish?
You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok at The Tish Bell. And if you go to my website, www.hellomillionaire.org, I have a free abundance workbook that you can download to help you step into that inner millionaire.
Awesome. Well, go to her website, because let me tell you something. She doesn't just talk it; she lives it. I see her on live every day, inspiring people all across the country. So God bless you, Tish. We really appreciate you. That was powerful, powerful stuff. Next, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we're moving. 15 minutes. It might as well be 15 seconds when you're a speaker. We have coming up Tara Eusebi from the great state of California. She is the chief blesser of Bless, and she's going to bless your heart tonight. Tara, the floor is yours.
Wow. Well, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, Tish. Woo. I was ready to like run around the house after that. That was so awesome. Like, I'm not usually this awake at this time of night, so I'm grateful for this midnight motivation. That was powerful. And CL, thank you so much for providing this platform to be able to motivate people. So just to share with you guys, I know that my story, my journey is going to motivate you. I am the founder and chief blesser of Bless. It was in 2017 that I was asked a question that literally changed the course of my life. And it was such a simple question. It was, what is your passion? What is it that you ultimately want to do? It changed everything for me. And when I was asked that question, immediately I answered and I said, you know what? If I could do anything, I would just go bless people. And this came up out of the depths of my soul. I had no idea really that this was even in me, that if I was posed this question, that this would be my answer. But it came up so fast. So you know what? I'm posing the same question to all of you tonight. What is your passion? What would bring you the most joy in your life? What is it that you even do in your life that you think, gosh, if I could do this all the time, this would be it. I want you to think on this tonight and let the story of my journey motivate you. So that happened in late 2017. In February of 2018, I left a 6-figure job to step into my passion and pursue it. And so with that, it actually led to the creation of Bless, which is a mobile app that I created for all humanity. The whole goal behind Bless is to bring communities together to help one another in every part of the world. Now, this is amazing what's happened here. Tish was saying about you don't have to do it like everybody else. Well, Bless breaks all the boxes open. It changes every business plan out there, because this is different than anything you've ever seen. I didn't know when I left corporate that I would be giving a free gift for all humanity, but it turns out that that's what Bless is. It is a free gift for all humanity, a pure platform where people from around the world can go, where you can share a need. Now we're talking any kind of need. And I want to just let you know, we all have needs. If you are breathing, if you are living on this earth, you have a need. So this is the place where you can share those needs and where you can offer help to others the way you want to help people. This is so powerful because we all have something to give. So we're literally cultivating a culture on Bless where we encourage people in many different ways. One, we want people to know it's okay to share a need, and you can share them on Bless without judgment. We want to know what you need, because when you share, then others know, and knowing empowers others to help. So this is like super important. I think, a lot of times we just hold it all. We think we have to do it all. We don't want to ask for help. But you know what? We need each other. We're stronger together. We're better together. Even us flowing together tonight like we are. Tish added what she added. I'm going to add what I add. Art's going to add what he adds. And CL is going to add what he adds. And it's going to make this beautiful package, a well-rounded thing here, because we need each other. We flow off of each other. And that's really what Bless is about, giving people an opportunity to share their needs and to offer help. Now, I'd love to get on there and offer a helping hand, a listening ear. It's about all of those things. And it's also about giving of the material goods I have. And what we're challenging people to do is really change their mentality and the way they think about giving. We're not looking to get rid of. We're looking to give on purpose, with purpose, to change lives and impact generations, because there is so much power in the gifts and the talents that we have, that we offer to one another. And even in the items that we have that have served us well, that we no longer need, you would be amazed at what something so simple as a set of dishes could do for someone else when you give with that kind of attitude. And, you know, we're encouraging people to share their needs because we want their lives to be better. And so regardless of what position people are at in life, we want them to share, not just share a need, but also offer to meet the need of another at the same time. Because when you do that, something just happens in the way you think. Because sometimes need can become so overwhelming that you can't see beyond it. But when you're giving and you're setting out to help someone else in the midst of that, oh my gosh, before you know it, you're going to see your own need met. Oh, so this is what Bless is about, really, this pure platform where you can share needs, you can offer help, and you can actually see some good news, people coming together to help one another in every part of the world. It's really, really powerful. And again, it's a free gift with no ads, nothing to distract from its purpose and content. So I want to go kind of back in time to something that I realized as I've come along in this journey with Bless. You know, it's been 3.5 years since I stepped out of that corporate job, and I've been offering this free gift to humanity. And now I'm literally on a mission to change the world by changing lives one need at a time, uniting humanity and impacting generations through the power of Bless. And what I realize is that we are all world changers. We all have within us the capacity to make a difference. And I want to just bring it down to a very common level. You know, if something's happening in your life, or if something's happening in your family that you don't like, what do? You make a change. You're going to say, this is enough of this. I want this to stop. So we're going to make an adjustment. It could be something as little or simple as, like, you know what? I'm not getting enough sleep at night, so I need to go to bed early, but not on Motivation Midnight. Not at all. This is, you're in the right place tonight. But it's something that simple where in that adjustment, now you're changing your world. This is the power that we all have within us. And you don't really realize that when you take small steps like that to change your world, to change the world for your family, that it has a ripple effect that can carry you for generations to come. So I just want to show you guys, you know, some years back, it's probably been about 10 years or so since this happened to me. I mean, I used to weigh 300 pounds plus. I was a big girl. And there's nothing wrong with that, except for if you don't feel good about yourself living that way. And that's where I was at. I hated it. I didn't like it. And I didn't really know how to change it. And it took one person to come into my life and offer me some motivation and just say, all you need to do is just try. Like, I'll go with you to the gym. This is what she said. And I'm thinking, you know what, lady, you're crazy. I don't want to go to the gym. I have no interest in the gym. But she was determined, and she kept pushing and kept pushing. She says, I'll go with you. I'll go with you. So I remember she finally got me there. And this gym was up. It was up 2 gigantic flights of stairs. Before we had even gotten through the door, I'm thinking, this workout is over, man. I mean, I'm done. I just had my workout, so we can go home. But no, she made me go in. It was a turning point for me. And in that moment, when someone offered me some motivation, I decided I'm going to change my world. I want to make a difference in my life. I had no idea that taking that step that day to change my world would eventually propel me to the place where I'm at now, where I'm changing the entire world by stepping into my passion and making that pivot to passion. So don't ever underestimate the power that you have in being a world changer in your own personal world, because you never know what that's going to lead to. You never know whose world you're going to change when you take one little step to change your world. So I want to shock you. I want to share with you my screen so that you guys can see this before and after picture, because I think seeing this is even more powerful than hearing my story. So there you can see on the left, and I know the hairdo, you know, my family, they always tell me, like, we tried to tell you your hair was as big as your face, but you didn't get it. Anyway, but you can see the difference here. You can see the change. And you know, if you could see closely to my eyes in both these pictures, you'll see a difference. One person is miserable and lacking passion and no direction, just like Tish was talking about, you know, stepping into your genius. I didn't have it. I didn't know what my purpose was. And the person on the right who lost all the weight gained passion, gained confidence, gained this self-assurance of what I'm supposed to be doing here on this earth. And it changed everything for me. But I had no idea that taking that step to make a physical change in my body would make me a world changer. And that's where I'm at today. I hope that you see just how powerful this is, you know, so don't think that the little things that you want to adjust are no big deal. You have world changing capability on the inside of you. And if someone like me could go from corporate to pursue my passion to helping others, and also be someone that literally did not like people. I mean, if you could even imagine that. I mean, it was not that long ago. I didn't like anybody. And now my heart burns for humanity. And I know that humanity has been waiting for me to step into this so that they could have this gift of bless and be able to come together, to be able to change the way that we think and realize that we need each other. We're better together. We're stronger together. And together we can make the world a better place. We have that power. We're the ones, man. We can't rely on anybody else. It's us that need to do this. And one simple change in your life can make all the difference. So I want to challenge you, just like Trish did, you know, as we head into this new month, what little adjustment, what is it in your life that you don't care for, that you're thinking, gosh, I don't like it the way it is? Just stop it. Let's change it. And if you need help with that, if you need encouragement with that, if you don't know what your passion is and you're wondering, like, I need to figure out why on earth I'm on earth. I used to be there. I had no clue. I knew God, but I didn't know why am I here? What is my purpose? You need to know, because all humanity is waiting for you to step into it. We need what you have. You can reach out to me and I will help you. I have done it. I am living it. I am living in my fulfilled life, and there is nothing like it. There's no corporate check big enough to pay me enough to replace the passion that's on the inside and watch the lives being changed and the children being impacted through the power of bless. I wouldn't give it up for anything. So, oh my gosh, guys, you're right, CL, 15 minutes flies. So I just thank you all, and come be a part of Bless. Let's start changing the world together in every community. That's our goal, to make it our mission to change the world. We can do it by giving to one another and helping one another on the daily. DL, take it away. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Tara. Absolutely. And she's another one that you got to eat lunch to hang out with Tara, because she is a very, very passionate about this mission, and not just because it's hers, but it's because it's her calling. And Tara, how can people get up with you and connect with you again?
You guys can reach me all over social media, Facebook, Instagram, all those goodies at Tara Eusebi, but mainly just go to bless-app.com, get Bless. It's free. Get on there. You will hear from me personally when you get on Bless, and I will start encouraging you to change the world in your local community. Anywhere you find Bless on social media, at Bless mobile app, you will find Tara Eusebi. It'd be a privilege to connect.
Very, very powerful. Thank you so much, Tara. And I'm honored to be one of your Bless ambassadors. She keeps me in line and whips me into shape. I got to start blessing more people. Amen. Yes. Awesome job, Tara. Next up, we have my friend up there in down there in Charlotte, North Carolina. This young man has a tremendous story, 7 surgeries it took for him to get his eyesight back. I'm not going to steal his thunder. My friend and motivational speaker, Art Mitch. Welcome, Art. Take your thing off mute, Art. Gotta try to help him out here. He's still on mute. Yeah, we got you now, Art.
Gotcha, man. I'm on fire, see. I mean, this has been amazing. So glad to be coming out third time. You two beautiful speakers. I mean, Miss Tish talked about on your genius. Miss Tara talked about what's your passion and being blessed. I'm just glad to be up here. I want to do something different real quick. I want everybody in the listening audience and everybody on the Zoom to I'm do the affirmations daily. And what I do, I say these things daily to keep my mind focused. I say these things daily to keep me going to my next. I say these things daily to keep my life from going from my past. So if you can repeat after me real quick, say, I am bold. I am smart. I am confident. I am determined. I am successful. And I am enough. So I'm gonna say that one more time, because I want y'all to really feel this. Get inside your heart what really mean, because my life took me to a point where I didn't understand who I was. It took me to a point where I didn't really understand why I was going through what I was going through. So I had to study affirmation daily to keep my mind focused, to keep me going, to keep me understanding my pain was going to turn to purpose. My assignment was going to be to help kids special needs. So we're gonna say this one more time. Say, I am bold. So you got to really mean it when you say this. I am smart. Understand when you look at yourself in the mirror every day, you are smart. I am confident. No matter what you're going through in life, you still can be confident. I am determined. You may not feel like doing that assignment. You may not feel like doing that, writing that book, studying for that test, but you are determined to be who you want to be. I am successful. No matter what they said about you, no matter what they think you're not going to do or who you're going to be, you are successful. And more importantly, I tell any and everybody, you are enough. You are enough. You probably wouldn't understand, like, where these words come from. But my story is very unique in how things came to the realization of who I am today. They call me Mr. I Am for a reason. And see, but it is EYE. So at the age of 6, I was diagnosed with an eye disease called keratoconus. And what keratoconus is an eye disease, how your eyes oval, or mine is pressing on my pupil, causing my vision to be blurry. So imagine the age of 6 going with an eye disease, not knowing what it is, not knowing what's going on. It's very challenging for me. I dealt with so many different failures, so many different lack of rejection or bullying, so many different things. But what I want to talk to you about is what kept me going, though. You know, a lot of times when I was talking to Sia the other day, and I told him, I said, he asked me how I was doing. I said, I'm doing good. I said, it's halftime now. So after I told her that, it stuck on me. I said, hold on, it's halftime. So first and second quarter is gone. Now we got third and fourth. So think about, what did we do in the first and second quarter that kept us going? Did we accomplish our goals? Did we do what we want to do? Or did we just sit back and look back? So I know in the game, they got a team plan. They got a first quarter, they go hard. Second quarter, it may be this, that. But after halftime, they get that speech, or they realize what went going on. They got a game plan for the third and fourth quarter. So I want to ask y'all today, what happens after halftime? What happens when that horn blow, or when that bell ring, or when that gunshot? What happens when August comes, September, October, November, December? What happens? Do you have a game plan? Do you have a strategy to keep going? Do you have the motivation to keep pushing? Do you have that mindset shift that I'm gonna keep doing no matter what? So I'm gonna leave you 3 quick steps to help me out. One of the steps is keep pushing no matter what. There was a time in my life of my 5th eye surgery where I was almost died at the table. They told me they had to revive me. They told me they had to, because I started breathing in my surgery, that they had to use the shock treatment that pumped me up. So I couldn't understand. I said, hold on, this is the 5th eye surgery. And I had 1, 2, 3, 4. They rejected, but I kept going back. But the 5th one was different from me. Not only that, I woke up with the same vision, was blurry. And it took me back to my 6-year-old first finding out. So I said, hold on, what's going on, God? Why does this keep happening to me? Why things keep going the way it's going? And I could have easily just, when I got up, I was confused. I was question answer. I asked my wife, I said, why if it looks good, always seems bad, now broke. But I didn't realize I had to keep pushing no matter what. And a lot of times in life and business, we let things get us down. We allow trials and tribulations to get us off. Deaths happen. My aunt died 3 weeks ago. I agree, but after that, I had to keep on going. I knew I had a purpose to keep on pushing past what I went through. I had an assignment to keep telling kids about special needs. I had to help them understand who they are. So keep pushing no matter what. Things gonna happen. Life happens. Just in a game, you may be down 20 points, but after that halftime, you gotta keep pushing no matter what. Because when the horn blows and the clock stops, you want to have the game. You want to be the winner of the game. You want to have that championship ring. You want to have that championship title. You want to be that one. So you got to keep pushing no matter what. Because sometimes in life we tend to keep thinking like, it's gonna be okay. I got time, or no, we got seconds left on the clock, or we're gonna write the paper later. We're gonna do this assignment later. We're gonna say, nah, keep pushing no matter what. You got to get to the finish line. You got to get to the point where now I'm able to be. I'm confident what I'm doing. I'm smart at what I'm doing. I'm bold at what I'm doing. When I think about keep pushing no matter what, I tell the story all the time. It's an elementary tale about the tortoise and the hare. And you know how the tortoise challenged the hare to a race. And even though the tortoise, he couldn't win, he did it anyway. And as you know the story, the gunshot and the hare zoomed out. So when he zoomed out, the tortoise like, man, I gotta go. I'm gonna keep pushing no matter what. Even though I'm not fast as him, even though my legs don't move fast, even though I'm not quick as him, even though that I know I can't run, I'm a slow animal in the first place, I'm gonna keep pushing no matter what. And because he kept pushing no matter what, he ended up winning the race because he knew his assignment, he knew his purpose, and he didn't let nothing stop him. So we gotta keep pushing no matter what, guys. We gotta understand that life happens. Things will keep on going. To be honest, life will keep on happening. But it's up to you and your mindset shift. You're gonna keep pushing no matter what. Keep pushing past your fears. Keep pushing past fake pride. Keep pushing past doubt. Keep pushing past not having the support you need. Keep pushing by out of where the other thing keep gonna do is if they can't do it, you're not gonna do it either. Keep pushing past why you doing this for you. They're gonna prosper. Keep pushing no matter what, because you know with your mindset and your heart, if you continue to go strong and hard, you're gonna hit that finish line. Point two is play defense. Now, even on the game, in order for us to win, in order for the next team opponent to win, they gotta play defense so the other team will score. Thought about playing defense. So many things happened in my life that could have stopped me. I dealt with rejection, I dealt with bullying, I dealt with depression, anxiety, I dealt with so much that could have stopped me. But I had to play defense, I had to keep on going, I had to get past that, I had to go to the left, I had to go to the right. I had to understand that even though I had this eye disease, even though I had 7 eye surgery, even though I had 2 stroke survivor, even though I was diabetic, I had to keep on going. I had to play defense. I had to understand that not gonna stop me. I'm gonna get there no matter what. I'm gonna keep on going. And when you play defense, you gotta understand that your opponent not stronger than you. You're stronger than your opponent. So that it could be lack of anxiety, it could be depression, it could be fear, it could be things that in your mind telling you ain't good enough, you ain't great enough. But you gotta play defense and keep on going. I never remember the movie Rocky, not Creed. And he told Michael B. Jordan, he said, man, look in the mirror. He said, when you punch, what do you see? He said, you see yourself. He said, you got 2 things, you can block it and keep on punching. And this is what I do. We got to keep on punching, keep on going, because our life going to continue to have ups and downs. It's continue to go left and right. But you got to play defense. You got to be the one to know, I'm going to get past this. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep striving. I'm going to keep being great. I'm going to keep being successful. And no matter what it looked like, no matter where you came from, you got to keep on doing it. It's all about who you are. It's all about that mindset shift. My coach always told me, said, don't let the way you feel affect the way you flow. And it's so powerful to me because you may wake up sometimes you want to do this. You may wake up, you may feel like, I don't want to get a call that person, or I want to step up to the plate and do a live, or I want to step up to the plate for the young people. I want to study for the test, or I don't want to, I want to get home and not get on the phone. I want to get my good grade. But you got to continue. You got to know. You got to understand who you are. You got to know that the way you feel affect the way you flow. You gotta play defense, y'all. You gotta be that person that like in the football game, when they're playing defense, you gotta be straight to uppercut them, or you gotta underblock them to get to the quarterback. And that's what you gotta do. You can't let anything stop us. You can't let things get in our way. And it happens. We're human. But we gotta know how to play defense. You gotta have a strategy to get past it. Just like with football coaches. We got an offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator. And a defensive coordinator's job is to make sure that the opponent is coming towards it, don't score. So, and we gotta be the ones that we gotta be the ones that stop everything that come our way. Stop what's gonna get in our track. Stop what's gonna tell us that we can't do it. Stop our mind from talking. Our mind is so powerful because we allow things to get into it. Even myself, we allow voices to come in. You ain't good enough. They ain't gonna receive you. You had 7 eye surgeries. Who want to have you come and speak? You talk fast. Some people want to hear what you're saying. But you have to understand. I have to play. I am great. I am bold. I am smart, I am successful, and I continue to play defense to block out negativity, I'm going to be great who I am. Cause people gonna be where they want to be in a way, but you have your own journey, your own lane. Understand who you are, be powerful in your heart, and have a changed mindset. I always tell people that when your mind matches your destiny, anything is possible. You got to believe that. Stuff can come up. Like I said, things will come. You got to be that contender, that best person to be in the position to win, and keep on striving to be great. Because anything gonna come through. It happened. Like I said 3 weeks ago, my aunt died. I went to the funeral, but I kept back up because I knew I couldn't let it get me down. I had to keep on pushing past what it looked like, and things like they're gonna come into your life. You're gonna want to be down. You're gonna want to be trouble. You're gonna want to feel like things again. But play defense and keep going past it and making things happen. Then my last one, I want to tell you, stay in the game. Stay in the game. That's a powerful one. You got to stay in the game. You can't let life knock you down. No, you can't tell yourself like, man, like, right, it ain't gonna happen. No, I ain't gonna get 7-figure speaking gigs. I ain't gonna get speaking schools this year. Or I ain't gonna get to be able to motivate nobody this year. Ain't nobody gonna call me. Why not stay in the game? And as you know, it's 4 quarters in the game. So it might not happen in the first, second quarter, but if you keep pushing, play a defense, you stay in the game, that 4th quarter maybe boom, hit 7 figures. Boom, somebody call you the coach. Boom, somebody call you and do this, but you got to stay in the game long enough. A lot of times we don't stay in the game long enough to see the outcome. We allow ourselves to go first, second quarter, like, man, this ain't happening. It's 21-0. What I'm gonna do? Or it's 14-7. What I'm gonna do? Now you gotta stay in the game, because after halftime hit and that horn blow, it's time to go hard. It's time to take action. It's time to believe in yourself. It's time to get a good strategy, to get plan, and get to the finish line. You gotta stay in the game, because we understand that as humans, that we feel like things gonna happen. People gonna talk. We gotta keep going. Like it's longevity in this. It's a continual effort, continual journey. Some people don't get things to 4 or 5 years later because they stay in the game. Millionaires become millionaires in one day. It took them years because they're in the game. Now people don't come on top motivated speaker like C.L. King, then one day it take years. So you got to stay in the game long enough. And I tell myself that. After my 7th eye surgery, I was able to see better. But I thought it was something that you just checked, it was no void in me. Nobody really thought about it, what it was. It was nothing real big, but I stayed in the game. So I began to write a strategy out, write a plan, and say, okay, what's my assignment, God? What I need to do? He says, tell us what you need kids that your disability doesn't affect your ability. That you can be whoever you want to be and achieve what you want to do and continue to be great and successful you are. And I thought about it, I said, okay, what I got to do? And the first year didn't happen. Okay, things happen. Second year, COVID hit. But I stayed in the game no matter what. I was able to keep going, putting out content, putting out videos, reach out different schools, reach out different podcasts. I stayed in the game long enough. And we stay in the game long enough, we can understand who we are. We can see the results. We can see the 5-figure check. We want to see, man, our character being built. We can see our life being changed. We can see our family understanding that, look, he been in it 2 years, 3 years, 4 years now. I want to do the same thing he did. He was able to get past what he get past, and now he's 10 years in the game. He's top motivated speaker of the world, talking about disability because I stayed in the game long enough. I'm going to tell you out there in the audience, look, stay in the game. Don't let what look like stop who you are. Don't let where you came from stop who you are. Continue to be great. Continue to be successful. Own your journey. Own your genes, like Miss Tish said. Know your purpose. Know your passion, like Miss Tyra said. And like I said, stay in the game. After halftime, guys, what's next? What's 34th quarter going to look like? Is it going to win the game? You're going to other team and come back and take over your championship ring. So an extra day, what's after halftime? What's next for you? If you don't know it, write a strategy, write a plan, execute. So when that 4th quarter bell hits, it's your time to shine, and you're going to know that you did it because you stayed in the game long enough. Thank you.
Yeah, that's my man. That's my man, Art Mitch. Art Mitch, the Mr. I Am. Art, I'm telling you, I feel the Holy Ghost, brother. That was just powerful. How can people contact you, brother?
Yeah, so you can contact me on all social media at Arthur Mirchell. I'm on Instagram at ArtSpeaks82. I'm on LinkedIn at Arthur Mirchell. You can also check out our website, any book speaking engagements for schools, anything at www.artmitch.com. Thank you.
Yeah, I said I'm Art gonna put me out of business. Art is so passionate, so powerful, And we appreciate you, Art, for all that you've done. I thank all three of our speakers. We're going to do this once a month, y'all. We're going to do it at the last Friday of every month. And so I am the last person on the docket. I'm thankful that you guys decided to stay around. Y'all could have just left. I didn't mandate that y'all had to stay because it is late. But I realize that midnight has a lot of significance, and I'm not going to go into all the significance that midnight has. I'm just going to tell you that midnight has a lot of significance, and I think our spiritual folks know what let me change the view here real quick. Our spiritual folks know what midnight significance are, but when I looked at midnight, I was like, hey, look, this is the crossing between two areas. This is the end of one day and the beginning of another. And I'm just like, okay, so why midnight? God said, because it's midnight where you are. It's midnight on the East Coast. He told me this when I wanted to do this. He said, but it's not midnight everywhere. The day is not over everywhere. It's different times at all places. We've got Tara Eusebi with us, and she's 3 hours behind us. So God said, I want you to do it at midnight for a couple of reasons: to inconvenience yourself, to see if you can put some work in. He told me another thing. He said, do something different. Who's having a midnight motivational conference in the middle of the night? I said, I don't know. I don't see too many up because I'll probably be asleep through them. He said, do it. And so we're going to continue to do this. I want to have speakers come and bless humanity. And I wanted to use our platform. The Impacting Life 24/7 platform, to help other people have a platform and to increase their platform. I'm hoping that somebody saw this meeting tonight and they write Tara an 8 or 9 figure check to just buy out Bless and let her just work for them. I'm hoping that somebody sees Tish Bell and says, listen, we want to have you on a coaching contract for the next 24 months, and you set the price. I want to see Art Mitch. I want him to have 20 schools plus that he wants to get booked at and paid to speak at, not to just speak for chicken dinners. So that's why we put this platform here, y'all, okay? So that's what we're doing. That's exactly what we're doing. I got to go. Listen, it is, my moment is just about this one word. It's about imagine. That's it. Imagine. Imagine. The word imagine means to form a mental image or concept, a mental image or concept. When I was at Kitty Hawk just a few weeks ago, I was up there looking at the Wright brothers. People who know me know that I love aviation. I salivate over aviation, but yet I'm scared to death to fly. I was looking at the Wright brothers and what they had to do to really accomplish this thing called flight. And when I was climbing up this hill, I was laboring up the hill that the Wright brothers traversed over 100 times a day just to see if they could achieve flight. Now, here's the thing. The Wright brothers said, we're going to find a place where we can fly. And it had not been done before, but they had already seen in their mind's eye, they imagined that they could fly. And oftentimes we get consumed with imagery, and the imagery dilutes or pollutes our imagination, right? We see negativity, we see COVID case rises, we see division, we see racial tension, we see all this stuff, and it causes the imagery causes us to lose our imagination. You know, Tish, there was a time when you were thinking, hey, I'm gonna be a Hello Millionaire speaker. There was a time, Tara, when you said, hey, look, I can sit back comfortably with a 6-figure salary, but no, I imagine doing something different. There was a time, Art, when you were a guy on the operating table, and now look at you. You're speaking to people all across the world saying, man, I imagine that I can do this. It don't matter how I talk. It don't matter if I can see. It matters what's in my mind. And imagination is powerful, but imagery is even more powerful. See, imagery, there's different types of imagery, ladies and gentlemen. There's several different types. I just want to give you a couple of them. There's visual, that's with your sight. There's tactile, that's with your touch. There's auditory, that's with your hearing. There's olfactory, that's with your smell. There's gustatory, that's with your taste. Now, here's what I want you to get. I want you to connect your imagination with your senses, ladies and gentlemen, because I felt that same way. I feel it 3 or 4 times a week. Don't nobody want to hear nothing I got to say. Nobody's writing a check. Nobody's calling. I got to scramble. I got to be on this silly computer all day long, begging people to watch what I'm doing when I'm trying to save and help young people and help adults. I'm just crying out, please get with me. No. I see, because guess what? I see something that can't nobody else see. See, an imagination is something that can't nobody else see, ladies and gentlemen. The Wright brothers said, we're going to Kitty Hawk. We need 3 elements. We need wind, we need sand, and we need no people. And they're like, what y'all going down there for? You from Dayton, Ohio. We're going to Kitty Hawk because we're going to fly. And they said, you done lost your mind. You ain't flying nowhere, baby. Ain't nobody flew. Yeah, but we've seen it. It's in our imagination. Ain't nobody gonna stop us. They labored up that hill 100 times a day. The hill is 100 feet tall. I think it was more like 300 times a day, if my math is correct. They labored up that hill, crashing their prototype. Labored up again, crashing. Labored up again, crashing. But they were consumed with this imagination that mankind could fly. Now let me tell you, these four or 5 senses that I told you, you gotta link into them with your imagination. See, you can't just what you see can either enhance your imagination or ruin it. So stop looking at stuff that don't coincide with where you're going. Man, I turn off the news. You know what I mean? I just turn it off. Every now and then I turn off social media. I turn it all off because it don't coincide with what I'm seeing. People want me to speak like this. People want me to pick these topics. People want me to be this kind of person, and I ain't that. I am who I am, and I see differently. You can't see what I see. So I'm staying with my sight, and your imagination needs to connect with your sight. The second point, your taste. Man, you got to eat this thing. It's got to get ingested. It's got to get in your intestines. It's got to get in your blood vessels. It's got to get in your bowels. It's got to go beyond just saying, well, I want to be a speaker. No, man. You got to eat it. You got to consume it. You got to taste it every single morning when you wake up. That's the first thing you eat. And before you go to bed, after you pray, that's the last thing you eat. It comes in. It's a taste. I can taste it. I can taste my imagination. Tactile, touch it. Yeah, that's right. When somebody write me a check, man, I feel that thing. And when I ain't got no money, I go and get my jar out and pour all the money out that I got. I got quarters and dollars. I touch it. Man, these ain't gonna be quarters and pennies long. These ain't gonna be nickels and dimes for Chris and Jeremiah to come and rob my jar that they don't think I know they robbed. This ain't gonna be these. We ain't gonna be jingling, baby. We gonna have some folding money soon. You gotta put your hands on it. You got to put your fingerprints on it. You got to put something else on it besides just a wish. See, because to get scriptural for you for a moment, we make no apologies on our platform about our faith. So if you don't like the platform, you can always go to another one. But I did see where God said, when he looked at the children who were setting out to build the tower, he said, man, these people will not be restrained from doing what they're doing. They will not be restrained to imagine anything. God said he knew that their imagination was powerful. It was the imaginations of men's heart that caused God to flood the earth. And in Genesis chapter 10, it was the imagination of mankind that got God's attention. The imagination is powerful. I dare you to imagine. See, this is all bringing it together. All 4 of our speakers were speaking in line. I command you to imagine where you will be August 1st. Stop thinking about, well, I ain't got my house. I ain't got my car. Imagine a house. Imagine a car. And then start tasting it. Start smelling it. Yeah, that's another one. Olfactory. Man, I want the aroma of where my destiny is to be in the air, because let me tell you something, it wasn't always like this. No, it wasn't. It wasn't always like this. As a kid, I was homeless. Many of you know the stories, living on the streets of Cleveland, eating in soup kitchens, bounced around in a bunch of foster homes from the age of 3 to 18. That's exactly what happened. It's not a stretch. It's not a lie. It really did happen. I know people say, well, man, we look at you. Man, it was not always like this. But I remember walking around on the streets of Cleveland for those 6 months that I was homeless. And I remember saying, man, it can't be like this. It can't be like this. It can't be where a kid gets bread gummed up and stuffed through a fence for him to eat. It can't be like this. It can't be that you see illicit activities going on right in your very presence as a 9-year-old. It can't be like this. I was imagining something that was not there yet. And then hearing the auditory. You got to let it be heard. I know some of the folks in my house are like, Dad, why are you playing another one of your speeches? Have you not heard yourself enough? Why are you listening to yourself again? I critique myself harder than anybody. I listen to every single word that I said. How many times did I say, how many times did I clear my throat? How many times did I give a nervous response? How many times? And I can speak. I know what I'm doing. And I still say, man, I want to be better. I'm coming for you, E.T. You think you the man? CL is the man. I'm coming for you. But I got to hear it. I got to say it. I got to believe it. And I got to hear it often. And I got to connect those elements with my imagination, because right now I may not see it. Right now I may not taste it. Right now I may not be able to touch it. Ain't nobody chanting for me in a 10,000 seat arena. I can't hear it. No, can't smell it. Can't smell the sweet perfume of success. But you can imagine it. And connect your imagination, ladies and gentlemen, with your senses. And say, in the morning, I see it. I see myself. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. As a man thinketh in his, it's in the imagination, ladies and gentlemen. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. And I challenge you, as we close this midnight hour out, that you imagine again. You imagine walking in your superpower like Tish talked about. You imagine again being that blesser. When you're wondering what your purpose is, go bless somebody. Imagine yourself out of where you are right now. You know, you've got a disability. Imagine there's an Art Mitch out here, the great Mr. I Am, who says you don't let your disability affect your ability. Imagine that you could be the next Art Mitch. I challenge you tonight to just keep that one word in your mind. As you've heard all of these tremendous speakers, just keep that one word from me in your mind. I imagine. What people see you doing and they question you, just say, I'm just imagining. Some people ask me, well, why do you post so much? I'm imagining. Some people say, well, why are you knocking on all these schools' doors? I'm imagining. Some people say, well, why you get your coaching? I'm imagining. Well, why are you trying to write this book? I'm imagining. Yeah, it all seems to be material. No, I'm imagining. I'm imagining because God has already done it. He sees the end. I need to get caught up with what he's already put in place. I imagine it. It's in my mind. It becomes in my sight. I can taste it. I touch it. I hear it. And I smell it. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much. Tish, Tara, Eusebi, Art, Mitch, we thank you so much. Thank all of you. And I get 2 minutes left. So guess what happens? I'm going to ask Tish to give a closing word. Tara and Art, give us a quick closing word. Real quick. Tish, closing word.
Activate your genius.
Amen. Tara?
Go out and be a blessing to somebody and you will realize your passion.
Amen. Art?
Halftime is over. It's time to work. Let's get it.
Time to work. Let's get it. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on Midnight Motivation Midnight Motivation, whatever it is. I'm sleepy, so I don't know which one we called it. I love you guys. I appreciate you. God bless you. Have a great night. We'll talk to you again next month. Thank you.